Have you ever really stopped to think about our relationship with light? I don't just mean the sun, but the light we actually made. It's kind of wild, because it defines our whole world. It's a story that has a super deep past and, well, a pretty uncertain future. So let's get into it, see how we got here, and maybe, just maybe, where we're going next. For almost all of history, this was it. This was reality. Life on this planet it followed this one simple cosmic rule, a rhythm of light and dark that wasn't set by us, but by the solar system itself. That was the fundamental law of everything.
Okay, so to really get our story, we've got to understand the planet's story first. Let's take a look at how this basic beat of day and night literally shaped everything.
And its simplicity is what's so amazing. This was the whole show. The great engine. The sun wasn't just, some energy source for plants. It was like the conductor of a global orchestra, telling every single living thing when to wake up, when to hunt, when to grow, and when to just rest.
So what you had were these two completely different worlds, every 24 hours. You had the sunlit world, buzzing with activity, and then the moonlit world of shadows and whispers. Evolution literally designed creatures for one or the other. And this split, it wasn't some kind of problem. It was the blueprint for life itself. But here's the thing. The night wasn't just an absence of light. Oh no. The planet had its own kind of magic going on. The aurora, bioluminescence, the stars, these were nature's nightlights. A little reminder that even when things were quiet and dark, the universe was still very much alive and glowing.
But then, a new player entered the game. A creature that wasn't really content to just play by the planet's rules. And that creature, of course, was us.
And it all started with this tiny, almost defiant act, capturing fire, making light where there just wasn't any. And this wasn't just about being able to see in the dark. This was a statement. It was us saying, we will no longer be ruled by the sunset. That little flame, that was the dawn of a whole new age.
And pretty soon our ambition just exploded. It wasn't enough to have this small circle of light and an ocean of darkness. The goalpost moved. We set out to completely banish the night, to reshape the planet's rhythm to fit our own schedule.
Then our whole mastery of energy just leveled up. That spark that used to light a single room, we figured out how to use it to send messages across oceans. We started weaving this incredible web of wires, basically a nervous system for the entire planet, designed to carry our ideas at the speed of light.
And this, of course, brings us to the world we built on top of that foundation, a world of nonstop light, nonstop connection. But every system has its price.
Just look at this. This is what all that ambition led to. We literally created our own constellations right here on the ground. It's a breathtaking monument to what we can do. We conquered the night so completely that, ironically, a lot of us can't even see the stars that our ancestors used to navigate by.
And that light you see? That's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the most visible part of this invisible architecture. The same electrical pulse that turns on your lamp also powers the entire global economy. It keeps data humming through servers that are, let's be honest, the real foundation of our digital lives. Every single transaction, every text, every heartbeat of modern society runs on this silent, constant current. We totally disconnected ourselves from the natural clock. That gentle cycle of sunrise and sunset got replaced by the rigid, demanding tick of our own clocks. Our lives aren't dictated by the sun anymore. They're dictated by the grid.
So this is our world now. Every one of us, we're a node in this gigantic network. Always on, always connected, always pulling power from a system that we barely even think about, until it breaks.
Because for all of its incredible power, this system we've built is, well, it's fragile. It's all hanging by a thread, really. It all depends on that unbroken flow. And there's a word for what happens when that flow stops. Blackout. And it really forces you to ask a terrifying question. When the lights that power our economies, our communication, our entire way of being, when they suddenly go out, what's left?
Well, that very question forces us to think differently, to look past the system we have now and ask, what's next? How do we build a future that's a little more robust?
And maybe this is the huge mental shift we need to make. Our whole industrial history was about conquering nature, right? Bending it to our will. But what if the next chapter is about partnership? What if it's about learning to listen to the planet's rhythm again?
We're starting to see new sparks appear, but this time, they're not coming from burning ancient sunlight that's been trapped underground for millions of years. No, they're coming from harnessing the forces that are happening right now. The wind, the sun. It's like a return to the present moment.
It's funny when you think about it. The power was here the whole time. It's in the relentless pull of gravity that makes waterfalls. It's in the heat boiling up from the planet's core. It's in the daily push and pull of the tides. The source code for a sustainable world is literally written into the landscape around us. And that brings us right back to the beginning, doesn't it? The sun, our planet's original master clock. It still comes up every single morning. It is the most reliable thing in all of our lives. And with every single sunrise, it gives us a chance to make a different choice about how we're going to live here.
So the final question really isn't about technology. We've already proved we can build unbelievable things. The real question is about wisdom. After spending centuries conquering the night, can we finally learn to live in harmony with the day?